Hey, good morning. I'm gonna work around the house. I'm gonna work around the house, clothes on, and dogs. You know, we give our kids tools to do good in life, right? Go to school, treat others with respect, talk to others. We do all that. Go to church. Yeah. Well, we try to bring them up to a strong individual, independent individual. That's our job, right? Life sometimes goes sideways on us, Freaking, it does. It can. But what if it does go sideways? What can we do? I'm not trying to make excuses or anything for these kids. They're going to have to meet the consequences, whatever their action is. I understand that. But we need to do what we can do to soften and hopefully get a second chance in life. Instead of talking at our kids, like yelling at them and arguing with them and telling them how bad they are and how they're hanging around with bad people and it's going one ear out the other. They ain't gonna listen to you. They're just like, whatever. You don't know what you're talking about. And you're like, at the time, you're like 35, 40. They look at you like you're all old, but you're freaking not. You just try to talk some sense. I understand that, man. It just bounces right off of them. So what I learned, give them stories, give them scenarios, give them what will happen if you do that. And this could happen. You can make up scenarios, and later on, it's going to trigger. No, I remember that. Where did I hear that from? Shit, that's on point. Yeah, give them stories. I could give you a few examples. Hey, where you want to be at it when you're at 20 years old, 25? What are your plans? Um, what would you want people to think of you when you're 30? Stuff like that. You could get into more better stories too. Anyways, give them stories, and they're gonna remember it later. Like I said, yeah, because they're brainwashed. You're gonna be out there. I ran around the neighborhood, freaking looked for them like every weekend or something. Man, I was tired. I was burnt the effed out. Being a single parent. Then I had to work, pay the bills, put a roof over their head. It doesn't help being a single parent, but what the hell are we gonna do? To give up on them? Here, get the heck out of here. I did, and I fought for them. And we might still lose, man. They might go off the beaten path and go to prison, and God willing that they get the heck out. Yeah. These kids are smart. They just want to be a part of something, part of the group. I even moved, man. I went to like a town over. It was like only 10 miles. But the kid don't have a car. He's only 15. Still got in trouble somewhere else. Like, what the hell? Yeah, just give them stories, this doesn't have to be your last chapter of this book or something. Just give them some kind of stories. And first of all, tell them you love them, man. Tell them you're here for them. Spend some time with them if you can. I did. He spent time with me, but he still did his own thing afterwards. I wish I could have took him out of the country, you know, see different environments, different cultures, to open up his eyes, you know. But anyhow, yeah, I feel for you. Take care.